I don't believe in God or hell or heaven. What do we do when someone says this? So many of you have asked with the last two videos. So when someone denies the existence of a creator, so they had an anthropology professor convince them that, we came from monkeys and the Big Bang Theory and this all is just happenstance and this primordial soup and stirred up at just the right time and life was brought forth and here we are and there is no creator. There's a few different places that I go. So if somebody's atheist, a lot of times I'll say, do you have an atheist that you follow? Dawkins or Hitchin, any of the Four Horsemen? Is there someone you read? Where does your faith come from? And I'm genuinely asking, I'm trying to figure out like, hey, what's the backing of this? Is this like a church hurt thing? Is it emotional or is it logical? Is it something they've learned along the way that they've embraced? And so you want to be genuinely curious. And then I just say, I will always drive things back ultimately to Jesus. Hey, what do? You ever heard of Bethlehem? You know how small Bethlehem is? I mean, it's surrounded by cities in the Middle East that you've never heard of. Why Bethlehem? Because Jesus was born there. Oh yeah, a carpenter who lived in Nazareth. Have you heard of Nazareth? Oh yeah, the one that reset time 2025 years ago, BC, before Christ, AD, 2025 AD, Anno Domini. It's medieval Latin for the year of our Lord. So this carpenter born in Bethlehem, a town you should never heard of except you know it because he was born there, who lived in Nazareth, a city that you should never have heard of except you know it because he lived there. That guy reset time. How did that happen? What do you think about Jesus? Was he a lunatic, someone who thought he was God but he wasn't? Was he a liar, someone who says he's God but he's not? Or was he who he says he is? Lord. This is the Lord, liar, lunatic approach that C.S. Lewis taught us. There's also what you call Pascal's wager. Hey, if you're right and I'm wrong, then we both live a great life and we both get buried in the ground and become worm food. But if I'm right and you're wrong, consequences are incredible. And so we both are going to live a commonly moral life, but I get to sit with the King forever and ever and ever and ever while you're eternally separated from him. So that's Pascal's wager. And then there's, I would drive back to creation. There's what do we have an example of that is created that didn't come from a creator? If you're walking in the woods and you kick a watch and you bend down to pick it up and you see it has all of these intricate parts, you're going to assume there was a watchmaker. Likewise, if you walked into a wall of bricks stacked with mortar in between, you're going to assume there was a bricklayer. Well, if you put a leaf under a microscope, you see the cells are stacked like bricks, and you see our solar system is turning like a fine Swiss-made product. It just seems like a logical conclusion that kind of creation would have a creator. So that's where I go. Hope that's helpful.